I'm gonna. I don't want to spend the money on this food right now. I did not have time to make my own because of fucking work.
Do
What do
you...
you need? What's your food?
Same as yours actually.
Okay.
The
Where are you?
I am in Gridania.
I will come to you.
I will come to the Aether Right. Oh, the Aether Right's so far away from where I am. Ah, run!
Jet? Yeah? What you doing, bud? I can see your white tongue tongue. You guys want to hear my shitty Kroger story of the day?
What happened now?
Now, you have a history with this Kroger?
Oh yeah.
One
Oh,
other
yeah.
incident that is somehow less infuriating than this one. So I put in a pickup order at like
Thank you.
9 a.m. today, and I was like, I set it for between 5 and 6, because it was available, and I was like, hell yeah, that's after work. I can just grab it after work. And then I see in the app that around like 4 p.m. it says ready for pickup. But I'm like, I'm just gonna wait for my pickup time because sometimes the app is a little weird. And so 5 rolls around and my phone gets a text saying, hey, your pickup has been delayed to between 6 and 7. And I check the app and it still says ready for pickup. And I'm like, well, that's a little weird. I'm gonna like maybe wait a bit and give the app some time to catch up. So I waited a half hour. It still said the same thing. So I called the store and I was like, hey, so the app says one thing and I got texted another. If I have to wait, that's fine, but I was just wondering, like, what's the progress on my order? And this is obviously a teenager, so, like, I get it. But the teenager was like, oh, it should be ready in about 10 to 15 minutes. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'm about 10 minutes away. So I'll wait a little bit and then I'll come over and I'll alert you guys by the app. And he was like, okay, and then hangs up before, like, we could talk anymore. And so I'm like, all right, so I, like, talk with my wife for a bit, and then she's like, stop pacing around the house and go get the fucking groceries. So I do, and I get there, and I check in and stuff, and it's busy, and I'm like, oh, okay, maybe that's why it was delayed. But whatever, it's still before like 6 p.m., so it's kind of weird. And I get there, and the guy comes up, and he's like, name? And I gave him my name, and then he was like, I don't know when your order's gonna be ready. And I was like, I called ahead of time. He's like, I know. And I'm like, I was told it was like 10 or 15 minutes. He's like, but our system's freaking out and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what does that have to do with picking my groceries off the shelf and telling me they were ready in 10 or 15 minutes? And so, he was like, I'll go talk to my manager and come back. I waited a half hour. And he comes back and he's like, I'm going to have a manager come out and talk to you. And I'm like, okay. And I wait another 10 minutes. And then he comes out and he's like, we have part of your order, but I don't know when the other part of your order is going to be complete. Do you want to come back for the rest of it? And I was just like, just cancel my order. I'm just going to go and grab everything myself. I am over this. I waited an hour in this parking lot for an order I was told would be ready in 10 or 15 minutes. I was so mad.
Was that the same guy who you were on the phone with?
Yeah, he said he remembered talking to me. I was like, what the fuck?
I guess he prefers to get chewed out in person rather than over the phone.
I was not happy.
I
I power walked through that Kroger to grab my groceries. I was fucking hungry. I didn't get home until like 7 p.m. I was so mad.
I had a similar issue with a ShopRite where their system was down and I was trying to get groceries delivered because it was finals week.
Yeah.
And their servers were down, but they didn't tell me that. I had him scheduled for 9 a.m.
Yeah.
11 rolls around and I call and they're like, oh yeah, it'll be on its way any minute. And then it says your order was delivered. No one even left. It didn't even say like, your order is on its way like it usually does. Turns out someone needed an unlock Savage.
Fuck me, it's actually me. Hold on.
Let us know when you're good.
Yeah.
So
that was a good noodle. I did it.
I reached out to I reach out to them, and they're just like, "Yeah, it'll come later. We moved you to between 11 to 12." And I'm like, "Oh, well, I had it scheduled for 9, but fine." This continues on until 8 p.m.
Oh my god.
I can't exactly say like, "Screw it, I'm gonna go get it myself" because it's finals week,
Yeah.
and I was in the middle of that, so
That's yeah.
yeah, that was a mess.
You'd think that if the servers were down, that it would stop all incoming orders. But
I would
you
think
know.
so, but that's like a corporate issue, so I'd yell at
Yeah.
corporate. But I'm mostly upset that this like kid essentially lied to me.
Someone else
I
hasn't
mean-
unlocked Savage.
Uh.
Let us know when you're good.
To a degree, it's kind of like a hard thing when it comes to like they're like service workers, because then there's always the managers that are like, yeah, just like tell them this is what you need to tell them, and this is what your standard response should
Yeah,
always be,
and that's
otherwise
kind of
we get
why I
in
didn't grab
trouble.
his name specifically when I made the complaint. I just was like, this happened and this is unacceptable.
Yeah.
Cause I didn't want to like this kid was a teenager. He's like probably doesn't give a fuck about this job. You know, like
Very
Yeah.
likely doesn't give a
What,
crap.
you mean he doesn't
Absolutely.
put his heart and soul into his grocery store
He
job
doesn't-
at the
he
age
doesn't-
of 16?
he doesn't have like full
See, it ain't
loyalty to the
so.
Kroger brand.
This is
He-
Joe
he-
Biden America. What
he-
the fuck?
Yeah, he hasn't sold his soul to the supermarket that hired him part-time, probably paying him barely minimum wage.
I was just like, I mean, I was frustrated with him because he was the one who delivered me. However, this ended up to be a lie, you know. But I was just like, it just felt like such a waste of time. Like if I had known, I would have just done the grocery shopping on my own.
There
I
we
did
go.
it so that I could like save time. You're fine.
No, you're
You're good.
fine.
You're good.
I'm mad at Kroger, not you. This
of
is
these
the
days you'll stop
second
going there.
time.
Yeah,
You
just
know
go to a
what?
different grocery store.
There are very limited options by me.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
At least as far as like pickups go. Like I have a Target with what's technically a grocery department, but it sucks. And then there's Kroger. I guess there's a Meijer nearish. There's a different Kroger that I'm going to try next time. That's actually like I've been going to like the more worn down Kroger, and then there's like a newer Kroger. So we'll see how it compares.
You have
The
a
two
market
things-
basket? Market basket fucks.
I've
The two
never heard of
things that-
that.
Yeah. The two things that Google qualifies as a grocery store near me are a ShopRite and a 7-Eleven. So,
Yeah, 7-Eleven, my favorite
Yeah,
grocery store.
7-Eleven.
When I lived in
Absolutely.
Wisconsin, the closest grocery store to me was called Piggly Wiggly.
I saw that on Extreme Couponing, I'm pretty sure.
It's a great brand.
I did used to watch Extreme Couponing with my mom. The rumors are true.
Did any? Oh, okay. I was like, did anyone have markers, or are we just going to put some down?
Eggplant. God.
I watched Mr. Happy.
I was about to say, if it was like a Japanese 7-Eleven, it wouldn't be too bad. But
There's
Yeah,
like no
honestly, if-
7-Elevens on the East Coast, which freaks me out. I'm like, what is wrong with you people?
Yeah,
I've
like,
seen a
Japanese 7-Elevens are amazing.
7-Eleven.
well, they're probably
Like-
just branded differently, because like Speedway, for instance, is owned by 7-Eleven.
These
I mean,
might
I would
be
see
too
7-Elevens
far
in
out, but these are
Massachusetts, but
generally
they were
what I
like
saw.
very scary. So
Okay.
it just like felt wrong.
no, there are 7-Elevens in Jersey, I can confirm that.
Maybe it's a Massachusetts thing.
All right, Pockies.
Okay.
I stole the one.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
It's good to around C, but okay, that works too. And then partners, I believe we do clockwise, right?
There is a set that's clockwise like this, and then there's a set where the supports collapse on the DPS clockwise. I don't know if it matters, but that's what I saw in the Mr. Happy video. So like
Okay.
for the stuff that was like Burn Strike and E11S, it was supports rotate clockwise, but then there's some where there's a knockback effect, and that's when we rotate clockwise into the cardinal positions, because that's where the walls are to keep us from getting into the death wall.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So everyone rotates clockwise. It's just a matter of whether it's supports or DPS rotating.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm sorry. I
And I'm
should've-
not saying Mr. Happy is the way to go. That's just what I watched.
Yeah, I understand. It's week 1. It's day 1. We just.
It's a
We'll
godless
figure it
thing around
out.
Here.
Yeah.
Alright, let's
I should have
replace-
saved those waymarks before I.
Okay.
Stole
I
that.
did. Don't worry. Let me grab them.
There you go.
Okay.
I didn't want to have to re-put them down.
I can overlap P9S.
Watch as I
It
overwrite
is.
P6.
I will not lie though, I do miss Scream a little bit.
Why are you overriding waymarks when you have like
Hi,
35 of
Solaria.
them now?
Slaria, I need to
care,
match
'cause I'm
plans
not
with
gonna
you. I
use
need to get
Because
that
the ones I
jacket.
use most often are going to be right there, and I don't have to flip through 3
Can't wear
pages.
the Vera panties though.
I'm a fucking hoarder. I'm not gonna lie,
Alright.
Meg. I listened to this while I was waiting at that Kroger today.
Oh yeah, and like in Asia, on Meg's point, in Asia, like 7-Eleven's at every freaking corner.
I would love to go to a Japanese 7-Eleven and just be like,
They're
wow,
amazing.
I would love to get some 7-Eleven sushi.
so many things.
Not in China.
Oh, I'm not close enough to Thundercloud.
I'm not close enough to get my standard step to hit, so that's saying something.
He's hangry.
Shield Samba. Me when I was at Kroger.
Yesterday. Sorry, I was very hangry yesterday.
I don't remember yesterday, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, yesterday's a blur. Today sucked enough to the point where anything that came before it is just ancient history.
That's a mood.
I'm not gonna lie. I hope the paranoia
does
set
damage
in where I was
charges.
like, my work computer is behind me. But, so this is where we should rotate to our, I think? Wait, one sec. Okay, wait for the tanks. And then after this is where we want to be in our general clocks.
This
Is
is
this
a swap,
swap?
right?
I don't remember.
Oh.
so-
Oh
It is.
fuck, yeah.
It
Okay.
fucking
Yes.
is!
Yep.
Okay, so then, it's gonna be pairs. So rotate supports, and then we want to be inside the hitbox in our pairs.
Fuck.
Oh, okay.
And then this is gonna be spreads. And then ice is augmented, so we want to be spread inside of the hitbox.
Okay.
Oh, okay. That's pretty straightforward so far.
Yeah, you want to see what they've got on his hands, and then it's gonna do like that big one, and that one is gonna be a bigger elemental effect. So like you see how big that fire was? That's why we need to be out when it's fire augmented.
Okay, so for those fire ice things, partners or supports are rotating, right? Or
That's
DPS?
what I saw in the video. Yeah, supports rotate for those.
Okay.
I'm thinking that's something to do with like melee uptime, because then they're still kind of like right on that line, so they can get their positionals.
So I think when we get the markers, Solaria, I think while he's casting it, you'll provoke, and then after the first hit, I'll provoke back, because I think it's like
It's like P9S.
yeah, or I think it's like E12S. I don't think you did that one. So it's been like 10 billion years since I did that fight, but like basically, I think primary aggro gets one debuff, secondary gets another, and then so we want to swap so we don't get 2 of the same debuff. So I think if you just vote during it, it'll be cool.
Yes, res away.
Yeah,
Don't listen
yeah.
to what anyone else says. Fucking res.
Yeah. While progging, yes, please help with res, because we're gonna die very often. And if
When
it
we
means,
say
like,
eat your
surviving.
food in pots, that's when you greed the fuck out of it and leave the healers
Yeah.
to their fates.
Yeah.
Nah,
No!
they
You need
can
to have a
stand
DPS
still for
attitude.
7
Fuck
seconds.
your healers.
Well, their parts don't matter.
What did your healers ever do for you?
I can tell you it's nothing, because I was the healer last year. And I was just like, fuck you guys, I'm gonna fucking rescue this monk to me so I live.
The anti-healer. Keep that away from me.
Sage was a gunbreaker at the time.
Oh, yeah. I have no fucking shame, okay? As a healer, I do what I need to
First
live.
boss of the tier, always hangry.
I keep thinking that this guy is going fee, fi, fee, fi, and then I think he's going to be like fo, fum, and he's never doing that.
What?
I think he's like the
Okay, this does the
giant,
damage,
like
yes.
Jack
I'm
and
gonna
the
do
Beanstalk.
that.
Certainly ugly.
Ooh, that actually hurts. Okay.
Kingdom Hearts looking ass.
All right, so this is the Tank Buster coming up.
There it is, new both area.
And then you can swap back at the end, I think. Okay, so we're gonna be partner stacks for this one.
Okay.
So supports rotate clockwise,
Wait, it's
and then in.
so wait, yeah, Sophia, you're with me.
And then this is going to be spreads
Ah, why is my game
out. Spreads out.
crashed?
Wow.
Not.
Oh, you don't want to go that far out. Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay, yeah.
lines on the floor are there.
Yeah, it's the second. It's the second one if it's out.
Okay, I might move my markers in one tier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't sure which ones were safe and which ones weren't.
Okay,
got
so
this,
it looks
fam.
like if it's in, he hits this one, and if it's out, he hits this one. If that made sense.
So lightning is out.
No. So lightning is Proteans. So,
Okay.
but if it's big, if fire is big or electric is big, you need to go out. Whereas if ice is big, you need to go in.
Right, but I mean like so because he showed lightning on the screen there, so that meant out.
Correct.
Yes.
So it needed to be out because lightning AoEs were going to be like twice as big as they normally are. So we needed to be out because the Proteons were going to be huge and we would have overlapped each other otherwise.
Okay.
So when ice is there, but it's not the one that's picked,
That just
I'm
means that a
asking-
donut AoE will be.
I didn't ask the full question. I also asked it in a confusing way. Where do we stand for out?
Here.
Okay.
This
In,
second.
in the second circle.
All right.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Yeah. And then if it's in, stand in the innermost circle.
Okay.
Okay.
Supports are rotating clockwise to DPS, right?
Yippers.
Okay.
Something Meg says fire with fire is light party or something like that. Like if in both his arms it's fire, I'm assuming.
Okay, I didn't see that in the video I watched, so that's good to know. I'm doing this like weird little competition thing with Mr. Happy because I was watching him and he was playing Dancer, and I just like saw that my Saber Dance was hitting harder than his, and I went ha ha ha. Let me have this.
Oh.
Whoa.
Okay. I guess I vote too soon.
Okay, so this is gonna be partners. Out.
I don't have a partner.
Time to see if you're lucky. And this is gonna be spreads. Out.
That's a lot of damage.
Big.
It does do a lot of damage. I might use Lily Bell for that.
That's what I was just gonna say.
That looks
Nice.
like partners again, but in.
I'm gonna chase you. You might be too far out. If I say out, don't go past this line. Oh, you were? Okay.
With the lightning, I took 60k, which was more than enough to kill me. But
Hold on, let me take a look at.
It's
Soph.
really tight, so you want to make sure you're like.
Oh, Soph got clipped, so yeah. So maybe if it's out, maybe not on the marker, but like try to be back here.
Yeah,
just
just
make sure you
don't
don't
go
cross
here.
over this line.
Okay.
Can
Yeah,
you,
you
I can
got
move
you
the
got hit by
markers.
3 thunders basically.
can you explain how you're telling what it's doing?
Yeah, so he's got his fists, and they
Okay.
have elements on them. So, like, he's got ice and fire in a fist. So I know that because there's fire, it's going to be partners. And then I wait to see what element pops up large on my screen and annoying. And, like, let's say it's fire again. Fire's going to be twice as big as it normally would be, which means we need to stand out so that our partner stack AoEs don't hit the other people around us.
So the first fire means partner stacks.
Yeah.
The second fire means out.
Yeah, in a way. And if ice is there, that means that there's going to be that donut AoE also. So,
Okay, so can
seeing,
he have like 2 fire fists or 2 ice fists or like one of each?
according to Meg and what Meg shared in Gen Chat, it looks like there is maybe a double fire where you need to do light party stacks instead. But I don't think there would be like an ice with it. It would just be both fists for fire so that we collapse to light parties.
Okay.
Yeah, here. So this is like in Gen Chat. I don't know why I put it there, but I'll put it in P9S also. This is generally what like the elements mean. So you want to see what 2 elements are there, so you know that generally like there's gonna be pairs and a donut AoE, and then you need to see which one is augmented to know which one's gonna be even bigger than normal.
Okay, so he can have thunder on his hand too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thunder will show up on his hand sometimes. And then
Okay,
when
but
you
if
see
he has like one hand is fire, one hand is ice, how do you know like which one? That's what I was confused about.
so it's both. So fire and ice means there's the donut as well as the partner
Okay.
stacks. But then
Okay.
whatever one flashes on your screen is going to be bigger.
This means in or out.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
Okay,
so like
okay.
if the ice flashes, that means the donut's gonna be larger, so there's a smaller safe spot in the center.
Gotcha.
And like if it's fire that flashes, that means that the fire AoE is gonna be bigger, so we need to be out.
Okay, but either way, if he has a fire fist, you're doing light party stacks.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Partner
that makes
stacks.
sense. Thank you.
Partner
Sorry.
stacks, I think.
Or, yeah, sorry, partner stacks.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. Okay. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I think whatever flashes will be one of the 2s that's on his hand.
The way my brain works is I have to know why in order to understand it.
No, absolutely. The only reason I know it is because I watched a video obsessively to prepare for today. I don't have a problem.
Everyone else has a problem.
I'll provoke after the second.
We're
hit
all
this time.
perfect, okay?
You're braver than me for doing mentor roulette. I kept getting extremes I didn't know how to do, and I was like, fuck this.
Did I ever tell you guys about the time I accidentally queued into Ravana Extreme?
Yep. You queued
I
in
can't believe
thing.
it actually popped. I can't believe it popped. And then like I get in there and one of the people are like, "Oh my god, finally we filled." And I was just like, "What?" I thought I was doing this.
Okay,
on
there we
the
go. Alright, I got the timing for that now.
Okay, so now we want to go to your clocks. It's going to be light parties because we see fire and ice.
Partner stack. Light
Or
parties?
Partners.
Partners.
Okay,
Fire out. Yeah.
Okay, I'll see you. Okay,
And then this is going to be
so these
spreads. And inside is hitbox.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense now. Thank you.
Ow. I got clipped.
Okay,
and this is going to be stacks
Wings might be a better one instead of.
and in. Stacks in.
Oh.
Oh,
Lindsay
How do
committed
you
murder there.
differentiate between the? How do you differentiate between the partner stacks and the light party stacks? Because both fire sigils look the same as far as I can tell.
I just
So-
fucked
I
up
think
the
she
call.
just misspoke.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Light party stacks will be if both hands are fire.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just.
I just
misspoke.
when I res, I just ran to Solaria because I heard partner stacks. So
All right.
I saw you run over there, and I was like, "Oh no, we're gonna have 2 stacks on top of each other."
And
I mean,
that, so the
Solaria
last
was
one
already
was
on top of you. So
that last one was in and partner stacks, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Force
Yes.
rotating. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you had
I
that
guess
right.
I just died from damage.
Yeah, it was just fucky.
Okay.
Yeah, when I say stacks, I'm just gonna be like, I'm just gonna do stacks or spreads, and then we'll do like light parties for light parties if it happens,
Okay.
just to keep calls short. You don't have to
I'm good.
apologize.
You're fine.
We are learning.
Oh, okay. Oh, fun. I smell the blood of an Englishman.
disappointed you didn't make it obvious.
Smells
What?
like beans on toast. Disgusting.
Beans on toast.
That's what British
Nah, I
people
have,
eat
like-
for breakfast.
It's true. They're sickos.
I would kill.
All right, Tank Buster.
Oh, wrong button. That's not gonna stop me. I don't like this symbol and how I. What's that?
Nice. Good job, guys. Get to your clocks. It's gonna be stacks. In. Spread. In.
oh shit. I was like, that's not gonna work out very well.
Stacks. Out.
Out.
But not all the way out. Make sure you're not in the donut.
I saved you.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
Just out of the center circle. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, out of hitbox. So it's melee, I guess, or not even that. I'm not gonna lie, that was the only part I was confident on. Okay, so now
What
this
is
is on
this?
It
inner
looks like
part.
it's the. Yeah, okay, so this is the.
Okay, so these are the walls. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. The tank buster is for me. I think that's a single hit one, Solaria, so we don't gotta swap there.
You have a physical.
You
mode.
will have to
Yeah, you
swap,
do.
yeah.
Oh,
'Cause-
fuck.
yeah.
Never mind. Sorry. I
Okay,
don't know
so
what
this
I'm
is where
talking
you
about.
rotate so that you're with someone at a wall. You
Okay.
go
Oh, and then
in
run it.
center.
Behind
Oh.
him. Behind him. Behind him.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just
Yeah,
I'm just
before
trying to
we can
dodge
do
the
it.
scary. Okay, so that's the Ruby X suck my dick part that I wrote in my note.
Oh, okay, so behind him and then out. Okay.
That is
Yeah.
archaic demolish you. That sounds
That's gonna be
fun.
light parties.
Ow.
Wait.
Let me see what my notes were on that.
Oh yeah,
actually-
sorry, Solaria, you were right. I super wrong.
Okay,
It,
so
it put like a really nasty bleed on you, and you had a physical vuln up.
so for that,
Yeah, we'll save mid for that.
Archaic Rock Breaker, I guess is what that's called. And what we want to do is wherever the walls spawn, if that's inner cards or cardinals, make sure if there's one already behind you, you stay the fuck still. And if there's not, you rotate clockwise to where there is a wall. And then you'll get knocked back into the wall, and we need to run center to dodge the donut AoE. And then after that is Ruby X bullshit, and you need to dodge those AoEs while being mindful of the cleave that is going to happen. Cleave happens. I think you have to
does it still say like front or back, like on the
I
taskbar?
believe so.
Okay, so. Not
So
like
if it's
another
frontal
12
cleave,
views.
yeah, I think it just says it. We can check when we get there again. I think he does a cleave and then another set goes off, and then after that set goes off, you need to be outside, like the opposite of the donut AoE, to dodge a pinpoint AoE underneath of him, and then there's going to be a light party stack, so then go east-west.
Yeah, I think Meg's got it. It's going to be generally supports rotate for that first bit, but then when we switch to the fighter one and we have to plan for the walls, it'll probably adjust based on whether the walls are at cards or intercards.
Yeah, that's all that's what I was saying. So like,
Okay.
Yeah, so
we
like that one
always-
was inner cards, so supports would have rotated there, Solaria.
yeah. You just need to, that's the only one that's variable. The other one will always do it the way we were doing it, with supports rotating to DPS. Whenever there's walls involved, we want to make sure it's rotated, dependent on the walls.
Okay.
I feel like I'm
Like
being
your food?
bossy, and I'm sorry, I spent too long staring at this fight.
No, you're fine. I'm just
You're
thinking if
fine.
I had any questions.
More pulse.
Here,
Okay.
I'll just post my shitty little list of notes that I made in case they're helpful for anyone.
Yeah, you didn't see my notes in college, Meg, if you think no notes are poopy.
Seriously, God.
There was a point in time where I stopped caring as to whether or not what I wrote was ever legible.
Well,
Let's go. Okay, we ball.
I was trying to be close enough so that my standard step would hit him.
It's prog, nothing matters.
I want it. You never know if we'll luck into a clear.
You have a little bit of time to, like, literally run in and fire it off.
No! I need to move my fucking page. Alright, get towards your clocks. Stacks. Out.
Wow, I can't believe that's
Spread.
still... Sorry.
You're good. In. Stacks.
I'm probably gonna die.
In.
Or not.
No! It ate my
Nice
belly!
sacrifice
My
themselves for
blackest
you.
night, it does nothing. Is this the tank swap?
I think it will be after Ravening, and then we'll be at that next mechanic.
Yeah, Ravening is...
Okay, so we're gonna want to have the DPS rotate after the Tank Buster.
I'm gonna put a regen on Maddie.
Okay. DPS are clockwise, get knocked into the wall.
Oh, I killed
Front
him.
Oh.
combination.
To be
Ah,
behind?
fucking hell,
Oh,
no.
Jesus.
Wow, where the fuck was the safe spot on that one?
Where were you
I don't
supposed to go
I-
there? That
actually-
was fun.
Lens, where you were, where I died was actually a safe spot. spot.
I see.
Oh, really?
Yeah, where I died was a safe spot, and then you just had to scooch to
Oh.
the right a little bit, and then you would have avoided the cleave.
I just tried to see if I can cheese the knockback by teleporting to my ley lines, but then I forgot there's a stack after.
So it's knockback, partner stack.
And then either out and
Then-
in.
Based on what he casts, Rock Breaker is it would be Rock Breaker or Demolish, right?
Well, demolish at the very end is the light parties thing.
Oh, okay.
It's also telegraphed, so
Yeah, just
That
watch for
is-
donut or
so-
out.
So after the light party, not the light party, sorry, after partners soak the boulder with the knockback, is it cleave and the ruby AoEs?
There's going to be
Okay.
a donut or a circle AoE with the Raven's Claw, whatever, Ruby
Okay.
EX bullshit, and then we also have to dodge based on if it says like on the frontal cleave. So like you want to start like moving towards to dodge the cleave while you're dodging that donut or circle and the Ruby EX.
Okay, so you're doing a donut or circle at the same time.
Yeah.
And then the
to
donut or
clarify,
circle is that telegraph. Sorry, go ahead, Lindsay.
I was just gonna say the frontal cone or behind cone seems to go off a little bit after the donut and the circle AoEs, so you have a little bit of time to move.
Yeah.
To the spot for that.
Okay. And then the telegraph for the donut or point blank AoE, is it?
I think it literally just shows on the ground.
Yeah, it
Okay.
telegraphs as soon as it knocks you back. So as the earth thing is going off on the partner stack, it starts telegraphing the donut. Or
Okay, so
the
it's
AoE.
just telegraphed.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just regular
yeah.
amount of telegraph, nothing crazy.
I don't. Yeah,
I'm
I don't
just
think it's
moving
actually
something
casting
really
anything.
quick. Sorry, I'm just trying to make stuff more visible.
Gotcha. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I didn't have to be like looking at his hands or anything.
I'm not sure if I'm ever going to be able to unhear the Minecraft thing.
Can you play Minecraft while raiding?
Watch me. I had an argument with someone about the usability of fucking tier 1 while we were progging E11S. Typing between GCDs like a fucking lunatic.
And that's why it took us however many months to get to.
Don't put that on me. I wasn't even there for the first prog.
I don't actually remember how long you left this, to be honest. So
It didn't feel that long, but it felt like an eternity compared to E10S for me.
I don't know how you guys do that shit.
I used to be able to do that, like when I was young. Now I
When I
can't.
was young.
I literally
I
used.
was a boy.
I even had markers set up on my numpad for when I was tanking, so I could like mark it. 'Cause that's what you actually have.
Stacks. In. I like how in your face that telegraph is.
Oh,
It absolutely is. Oh my
Oh.
goodness.
Fred. It's very outspread, but not like in the wall.
Oh fuck. Okay.
That
And this
snapshot's
is
at
my
a
party.
weird time.
Get around the donut.
Out.
ow! Why am
I
I?
need thunderclap in time.
I'm gonna try to keep everyone alive first.
Yep, there's a little bit of
Oh.
recovery time. You got it.
Yeah.
Ravening takes forever to actually put out its fucking damage. Alright, so we're gonna have DPS rotate after the tank buster for the knockback.
Always more killing to be done, and I'm always happy to oblige.
I won't kill you this time, I promise.
Please. It's the thing that's keeping you alive right now.
Make it fun for me.
All right, get knocked back to Cardinals
I've had enough of you.
in the center.
Oh shit! Oh! Holy crap!
And this is light parties.
He does both. Okay.
Ouch.
Okay. Are we, Solaria, would you rather do static light parties? Like, I'm always 1, you're always 2, or do we want to do whoever's tanking goes 1, and then whoever's OT goes 2? Okay, cool, so I'll just stick with light party 1.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you want to gap close there, I have my gap closers, so we can probably just gap close in together and then take the stack if you want.
Sounds good.
This glam is growing on me.
I don't think you should do that. Materials made out.
Nice glam.
Thank you.
I had one of these moments where I look at my glam and I'm like, this is actual trash garbage. Why did I think this looked good? But I think that's just not. I'm rambling. Let's focus.
It's okay. I'm just trying to compensate for immense securities as a DPS. Don't worry about me. Big Buster. I feel like I have to earn not playing healing. Block spots. Light or stacks. In. Make sure you're inside the hitbox. Alright, spread. Out.
Minding the donut.
Stack. I should move these markers back. I think it's confusing people on that. Out. Supports are going to rotate clockwise after the knockback.
Always more killing to be done, and I'm always happy to oblige.
Spicy
Make
meatball.
it fun for me. I've had enough of you.
Out.
Damn it.
Gonna be rear
He just
cleave?
disrespected your ley line so hard. Oh, fuck me.
Rear cleave.
I fucking hate these AoEs.
Just kind of watch that happen to me.
I'm
God.
starting to get a feel for how those AoEs are being telegraphed. I just got to get it down.
Yeah.
I heard rear cleave as in rear was safe, and I walked right into it. Ugh.
Rear cleave, and I was like, that's sure is his butt in my direction. Whoops.
I mean, compare this to P5. What was our first night of P5? Devour Prague. So, I think we're like getting to Devour. So we're making good time. I think.
Something else to keep in mind is like your first night of P5 was with a couple people had already cleared it too. So if we don't quite make it that far, that's totally fine.
Right,
Those
I
shields
forget
on me are
that
good.
I was a Phil that evolved.
Yeah, no, you're fine. I was just trying to like set reasonable expectations.
Fair
I
enough,
think
fair
at
enough.
that time it was less
It was
Quinn and
most-
I.
Yeah, it was
That
mostly
cleared.
people that hadn't cleared, but also I'm just insane as a healer. Just saying.
Yet you would brought this insanely.
You know what? Sometimes the best of healers need a mental vacation. Let me cha-cha real smooth.
Is it a mental vacation if you're like trying to having to justify that you get to play DPS level?
I think a lot of people have that.
I'll relax into
Complex
it.
on vacation.
Clocks. This is gonna be stacks first, though. Out.
Is that why Drew doesn't play with us anymore? I thought it's out, but in melee range. Thank you, Zaddy.
Clocks. Out.
Go fuck yourself, Zaddy.
Stacks.
Oh
I got
wow!
Solaria.
Come to me, Solaria. Hurry!
In.
Nailed it. Wait, didn't
Wait,
nail it.
it ate my. No!
I like how
It
neither
healed
Lenzi
Solaria.
nor Solaria died.
I think
It
the
ate my
AoE.
Benny and it didn't heal Solaria. I'm so mad.
Fuck this.
We're gonna have the DPS rotate clockwise after the tank buster.
be done, and I'm always happy to oblige.
They're ready for knockback.
Make it fun for me, eh?
Out. It's gonna be rear cleave.
Sage, no, I'm sorry.
I was gonna say
Donuts
was-
next. Make sure you're in.
Oh shit, I'm getting hit by that.
And then you go to light
You
parties.
say light party snacks?
Now it is, yeah.
Party snacks?
It's always light party at the very end.
Oh, cool, I love that. Shit, you thought you could kill me? No one who can kill me is me. But right now, baby.
They choose their own fate.
Yes. Oh god, controller drift, hello.
I read a really great line in a book today, and it was just like, you can't spell dysfunctional without fun.
That sounds like it'd be on one of those live, laugh, love wood panels at like a Marshalls or a TJ Maxx.
I don't love it though.
Also funny is you could also
Sorry,
you can't
Paige, I
spell
got those
functional
too
without
soon.
fun either.
Don't ruin
I'm
my
so
joke.
true.
Static grade night's always never a bad time for a spelling lesson.
I'm so bad at spelling. I'm dumb stem brain, I don't know how to do anything with words.
Also, Maddie, have you seen a cover of Footfalls with that John Madden text-to-speech thing?
I have not, but that sounds wonderful.
I'll link
I
it
think
on
my
break.
happiest Endwalker memory was getting to the moon and then someone shout chef, just like John Madden.
Death brings me no peace. Such is my fate. My strength is without equal.
Get to your clocks.
Few can wield such
Stacks.
might.
gonna come to you, Gwen. Don't
I'm
worry.
just gonna stand here. If I die, I'm gonna blame you.
Find you.
In. Don't worry, I've already got the greedy fucking DPS vine spreads.
I'm not playing Black Mage.
Fuck you.
I find you.
In.
Entertain me, my darling.
Stacks.
Flames
Out.
take you.
Fuck yeah, we all lived! We're not gonna look at anybody's debuffs.
Just once, everyone lives.
Oh, don't make me cry. That was such a good episode.
You guys should know what that's in reference to, but I don't.
Doctor Who.
Never mind. I don't watch that shit.
Valid. I don't blame you.
DPS are gonna rotate clockwise after the tank buster.
Always more killing to be done, and I'm always happy to oblige.
I mean, you can. I can't. It's gonna fucking kill me. I think. I don't know. I'm not testing if this is a cleave. I'm not testing that shit at all.
I don't think it is.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't
think
care.
it's just a...
I'm not tempting fate, guys.
For me,
Alright, I'm gonna try not to kill Sage this time. That's my goal. It's a pretty noble goal.
Donut.
Oh gods. I'm sorry, Sage.
It's alright. Did I misunderstand?
I
You
was like,
said...
I went too fast. Oh, I went too fast last time, so I was like, I'll slow it down, and then I was like, no.
Oh.
When
What?
said hi.
Oh, I thought you went just Quinn.
Oh, that was that was the thing. Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
Here I am once again.
Maddie, I'm basically using my gap close as soon as I get knocked back. Would you rather I just walk?
No, I'll get it this time.
Okay.
I just fucked up the timing the first time, so I tried to adjust, but then I fucked it up again. So
Alright. I'm nothing
blood
if
is
not
on my hands.
moderately consistent.
Man, I wish that was me. What? There's
Damn,
no
you didn't need to start a fight over it.
Okay, we do it live.
There's no death wall too.
God, I'm
All
like
I did
lagging
was
just
push
enough that it's
standard
messing up my
step.
rotation.
That's all I did. I just pushed standard step. The game was like, fuck.
This is Christmas. This is so annoying. I'll be doing like 2 DPS, okay? Just don't worry about it.
Oh,
You might try to
same.
save feint for the martialist phase, because that looks like it might be a lot of physical stuff.
Peace. Such is my fate.
Or rather, I need to get used to timings. Maybe it'll be up by then. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Today is just the tanks kill Sage.
Oh my
repeatedly.
goodness, Sage survived.
Sage didn't
Hey
chose
now, why
violence.
did I die?
What?
That wasn't supposed to be my death.
I'm rebelling
I
against
wanna
this.
refund.
No.
I'm sorry.
okay.
Here, Sage.
I
Come
saw
here, Sage,
Sage
where are
choose
you?
violence and I was like, no.
Wouldn't be sad with the violence choice if, you know, he actually fucking died. What the fuck happened?
I think Meg. I think it was like Meg and I just threw everything we had.
Good
I
to know
wasn't
that you could.
expected to get the help I had. I thought we were gonna wipe anyway. My apologies.
Sage, you were supposed
No,
to
I thought it was
provoke, so I didn't get the
hilarious.
same debuff twice. Come on, Sage. Now you've killed me.
Hey, back.
I like the birdies. Yeah, birds.
Where do you see birds?
When I'm pushing my blue button,
Oh,
See
okay.
birds all the time, or just in this fight?
I have a book about birds.
Are the birds in the room with you right now?
I sent you.
Are the birds
Hell
here
yeah,
right
it
now?
is. I'll have to when we do our intermission, I'll choose a random entry and read it. It'll be our bird of the static bay.
Oh my goodness, that book is hilarious.
It's amazing.
Is it one of those books where it's like the risk I took was calculated, but man, am I bad at math?
No, but I do own that too. This book is,
it's
I'm
what
holding it in my
actually-
hand while I do my rotation, don't mind me.
Not bird ebooks.
This is the field guide to the dumb birds of the whole stupid world.
I sent it to Quinn because I thought she would find it hilarious.
I do. I actually have a bookmark in it as I read through every single fucking entry.
Didn't know you were into bird watching.
I'm not, I think birds are really cool, but I don't bird watch.
Birds aren't real.
Stacks.
I did it mainly because of the humor.
It's really funny.
I still
What was
can't
that?
tell-
Ice?
Ice, yeah.
She said ice. Why am I even asking? Friends.
I still can't tell if that birds aren't real thing is like a legitimate conspiracy or just making
Ow.
fun of conspirations.
Probably started as
That's
one and
what
then
you're
became the other.
Facts.
Because you're questioning it. Of course, birds aren't real, Sage.
Ow. That's what the birds want me to think.
We all lived.
You're just a slave to Big Bird.
Played the Big Bird.
Yeah, that PBS bastard is out there. Laughing it up at your expense.
Hey Google, how do you unhear something?
Usually a frontal lobotomy does it.
I can help you with that. I'm a doctor.
Dr. Maddie. Alright, supports are gonna rotate.
Can you please? I hit so many buttons. Here you go, Slario. Hot potato.
Oh!
Fuck.
You did.
Oh. Well, that's one way to not have to deal with the dot.
Shit.
See if this
please.
helps.
I'll save you.
Oh,
Oh, jeez. That was not a safe spot. Those circles are huge. Holy crap.
I'm freak nasty, dude.
Oh.
Okay, I think I'm getting a feel for that.
I don't like it.
all I think about is when I watched the Mr. Happy video, someone was like, how do you dodge the balls? And Mr. Happy was like, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. And someone's like, you just look for the long lines. And that's the mechanic they were talking about. So I'm just looking for the long lit up lines that are far apart and I stand between them.
It's easier said than
Yes.
done when you have to do 4 other things.
So it's out and in, either the front or rear combo, and then light party stacks, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does he also do a donut in there somewhere too?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
admin.
that's the in.
Okay. We're in and out. Hi. One doesn't get telegraphed.
Yeah.
The second one will be the opposite of whatever the first was.
Okay.
And that's before the light parties, right
Ah.
before it.
Yeah.
Everything happens so much.
Everything
what?
does happen so much.
You know what I'm mad about? I'm mad that my focus target bar is as big as I'm allowed to have it.
Also, I don't know why this meme just popped into my head. I'm gonna regret everything.
But time
But that beats big, but cheers, I'll drink to that, bro.
Sorry, what'd you say, Maddie?
I also love how 14 analysis still hasn't really changed the depth that it goes into monk critique. Just like a shrug, and did you hit your positionals, son? Are you winning?
Says ask your mother.
Mom, get the camera.
My mom still thinks they play this game on a Nintendo, so I'm not sure she'd be a good judge of that.
It's okay, my mom calls like every video game system Nintendo.
I think it's just a mom thing to do that.
Yeah.
My manager asks me how my Final Fantasy whatever goes. We'll have
Oh.
like my one-on-one, and she's just like, "How's your stuff?" Dex. It's really funny.
Awful. I played this group of clowns.
In
In
Never
no,
getting a
I
Switch.
love my clowns.
Should have named our static group the Circus.
Spreads.
yeah, put a tent on this circus.
In.
I thought of a new name for us if we wanted a name.
Shit, hit me with it, king.
I'm scared. Stacks.
I was gonna call us the Acceptables.
Out.
What about the Lunchables?
Acceptable Lunchables?
Acceptable Lunchables.
Those
The
little
pizza ones
dollars.
only.
I like
gonna
the
say, like, those-
nacho ones, not gonna lie.
The nacho ones aren't that bad.
I feel
I like
you
that they
could
come with a little Tic Tac
take
and the Capri Sun. I know the Capri Sun comes with all of them, okay, but like, for some reason it's satisfying with the nachos.
You are aware you said it comes with a Tic Tac, right? Not a Kit Kat?
Kit Kat.
Like a single Tic Tac.
Just care about having fresh breath, right?
Look, guys, I'm dehydrated.
Mitigated too early.
Supports are gonna rotate, by the way.
Okay. Very well may have. Oh,
My
I'm
eyes
good,
on
hot,
fire
fresh,
is
and
full,
fly. That's silly. Your other things are supposed to be on fire because your black mage shot.
Ah,
His eyes are on fire.
Oh, that's
Yep.
terrible.
God, I'm in the
Yep.
ask range. Shit.
I didn't like it.
in.
He gives you.
There's
some
so
time
many
for
more safe spots for the
My
second
parties,
one. I hate
my
it.
parties, my parties.
that. I'm learning.
Okay, that worked out.
I had transcendence.
Here we.
I holy crap!
I just stood there.
August.
I was like, I could be greedy.
Here,
but
have
I'm gonna
another
go
shield
for
on top
Frog
of your
instead.
shield.
I heard you like
Jesus
shields. I have a
Christ.
shield on top of your shield, so you can be really super shielded.
I'm more shield than man right now.
Are you Iron Man?
Yeah. But I wouldn't want to be married to Gwyneth Paltrow. She's kind of weird.
Yeah. That
This is
that
when they-
vagina egg's kind of weird.
I'm not mistaken.
The what?
She's always doing something.
No,
Please don't explain. I'm sorry I asked.
Hey guys, it's time for Blitzball. Who loves Final Fantasy X? I don't.
Okay, 3 is gonna be the
Keep that
first one
game.
that gets kicked. So
Wait,
6 should
wouldn't it
be over
that
by
gets kicked
1.
first?
Well, no, marker 3.
Got it. I died? What?
Wait, so I take this tower. Fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so
fuck.
I didn't get there too late. Thank God. Okay.
Ice Mauled is right. I don't know how the hell you're meant to figure that out.
Yeah, so only half the people are going to get a number. First of all.
Okay, so we stand. Is it the what's the thing called where he jumps on you and it's big AoE?
That's the defamation.
Okay, so does. Wait, okay, so defamation goes opposite 5-7. Okay, 6 takes first tower. Okay, yeah, and then 8 takes second tower, and then it's 2-4.
I feel like orb soak is confusing. We just
Oh.
want to be like number bait, or like not even bait. It's because it's just a small fucking little AoE.
There, numbered AoE.
Yeah, I just like I feel like orb soak makes me think of like the orbs in E10S and how you actually have to like make them bait or something.
Okay.
Um,
Between 5-7, formation opposite. So 2 has the first little AoE, so do they just like step away from the group?
Yeah, so they'll
And
go
6 takes the
between
tower.
5 and 7 at the wall.
No.
Okay.
2
oh wait,
doesn't
does
go
group
between
stay
5
in the
and
middle?
7.
Yes, it does.
2?
If I'm looking at, I'm taking a screenshot.
Let me make sure I'm looking at it right too.
Oh wait, are we looking at the brain
I
dead
guess-
one though? That's the thing.
That's what I'm looking at. Yes.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, they are between 2 is between 5 and 7, but 6 soaks right behind 5.
So people who are soaking are going to be opposite him kicking the soccer ball.
Yeah.
And the people who are
Right.
getting hit by AoEs are going to be at the diagonals at the moment, I guess, for lack of a better word, because it's kind of like relative to where the walls spawn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so make sure I'm
So-
getting it right. So first defamation will stand between 5 and 7 to bait that AoE. Meanwhile, number 2 is gonna get hit by their own AoE, so they'll be between.
Defamation will be
Defamation
by
should
1 and 3.
Wait,
between 1 and 3. Because defamation is the bigger
So
AoE.
right. So, okay, so defamation's between 1 and 3. 2 would go between 5 and 7. 6 will soak that first tower, which will be at 5.
It will be
Yeah, right
against the wall at 5, so what you want to do is stand, like, let's say this is where 5 would spawn.
You'll be right here.
There's going to be an AoE here, so you need to stand here, wait for the AoE, and then a tower will spawn where the AoE is, and you need to step into the tower to soak the tower.
Gotcha. And then the rest of the group will be standing in the middle of the arena, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, middle, but scooch slightly closer to where the 2 is, so you don't get hit by the defamation.
Mhm.
Because its
Okay,
cleave
and then
does
after-
kind of hit a little over the middle.
Okay. And then after the first 2 defamations go off, we swap, right? So then the defamations would be baiting between 5 and 7,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the numbers would be baiting between 1 and 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, sorry, me too. Like, once we do it, it'll be simpler than it seems.
When do we want to take a short break?
We'll do it after this poll.
Okay.
We can reset the instance too, so it lasts the rest of our time.
Sounds good.
Brings me no peace. Such is my fate.
You don't have to worry about the logistics of that anymore, because it's not a... You don't have to worry about door bosses for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The nice thing about like fights with door bosses too is the timer is very long.
Yeah.
Okay, get to your clocks.
Few can wield such
Stacks.
power as mine. Flames take
Out.
you.
Spread.
Now fall.
Out.
Entertain me, my
Stack.
darlings. I find
In.
you. Another fleeting diversion.
Supports are going to rotate clockwise.
Always more killing to be done, and I'm always happy to oblige.
It's gonna be front.
Oh, jeez.
Jesus.
Those things are so hard to read.
Get in, get in.
Bye parties.
Oh.
Best we can.
Okay.
That seems like something everyone kind of knows, just need to get better at doing it.
Yeah.
Those are not
Yeah,
the
I
easiest
guess
things to read.
Yeah.
No.
The worst part is I'm pretty sure they're identical, like, pattern to the Ruby EX ones. I just didn't do it when it was current, so I don't have that, like, muscle.
They're not an identical pattern.
They're not
They're
identical.
not.
No, they're
Oh,
not.
man.
Those are easier.
The
Yeah,
Ruby
'cause
ones are
those-
easier.
Those have like a long and then a short and then a long. This one, it could be long with a really long one next to it. So it's just 3 long ones in a row.
Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna take like 5, 10 then?
Yep, take 5.
5, okay.
Stick around if you want to hear an entry from the field guide to
Yeah.
Dumb Birds of the Whole Stupid World.
I have my headset on, but we'll see which page you pick.
Okay.
Nadia put that moon footfalls in the meme channel.
Yes. I just see spoiler due to offensive meme. What did Lindsay put in here? Oh,
It's not
Jesus Christ.
though it's not footfalls, it's the trailer, so it talks about trailer visuals.
That's Denmo mixed strong huge.
Yep.
Off to a good start.
I'm trying to find one that that calls to me. There was one. Let me see if I can. There was one that like actually killed me. All right. Here it is. This entry is called the butt-throat finch, and its common name is the black-throated finch or the parson finch. This bird won Australian 2019 Bird of the Year, according to The Guardian Australia. However, it didn't win because it was such an amazing bird. It won because it is seriously endangered and received a lot of press from conservation groups who are working to keep it from going extinct due to habitat encroachment by humans. This is a little like being voted prom queen at your senior dance, but only because everyone at your school feels super guilty about how poorly they've treated you every day for the last 4 years. This finch seems irritatingly cheerful in spite of it all.
Wow, that's very specific.
Yeah, right?
Does the author have an axe to grind with their high school prom?
I have no idea, but there's a lot of stuff like that.
Okay.
Like, this is the fucking Carolina wren. Common name, the Carolina wren. In the eastern United States, during the lazy days of summer, if you just close your eyes and listen for a minute or two, you'll probably get an earful of the male Carolina wren's piercing fucking call, because they are in pretty much every lousy scrap of woods with its range. Tea kettle! Tea kettle! You can tell he thinks a lot of himself by the way the little loudmouth holds his nose in the air and sticks his tail up like he's someone special, the arrogant prick.
This entire book is filled with entries literally with that type of attitude.
It's great.
Hmm.
There's an identification line for this bird. Brown with white eyebrows and an air of self-importance.
I think each page also has like an illustration of what the what the bird looks like, and then it had certain ones will have like labels for each of their parts with like non-accurate labels. So instead of beak, it'll say shrill maker or something like that.
I turned the page and the next entry is called The Great Tit, and the caption for the picture is Great Tits, but the S is crossed out. The bird's name is actually Great Tit, in parentheses. No, for real.
Yep.
For fuck's sake, why would someone give a bird a name like this? For starter, not only is the name flagrant false advertising, but it makes it tremendously difficult to write them about them without having every other sentence appear to be an off-color pun. Plus, if you're using binoculars in a park, you can't honestly reply to someone when they ask you what you're looking at, because if you blurt out some great tits, you're going to wind up with a significant misunderstanding on your hands. Thanks a ton, whoever named this fucking bird. You know what? Let's just say that this small passerine is yellowish with white cheeks on a black cap and bib and move on, shall we? Was it this one? Hmm. Toad tree creep. There are 4 subspecies of the short-toed tree creeper, but this hardly matters as all of them are streaky spotted brown and look like every other tree creeper in the whole stupid world. All of these creeps have curved bills and stiff tails and spend their times running up trees and poking around under the bark for insects. Their aggravatingly repetitive teet, teet, teet call is bad enough, but wait until you hear its shrill song of high-pitched, rapidly jumbled notes. It's enough to send you over the edge, especially if you're trying to have a relaxing walk in the woods. And this is literally, like, the drawing, and I can imagine this bird. Like, I've seen this bird, not in real life, but in a very specific meme. Let me find it.
I feel like this book is literally the author's what ways can I vent out my past aggressions but take it out on birds in a book.
If you've never seen this meme, it's a fucking treat. I don't know why, it makes me laugh every time. It's almost as good as this one. I don't... This is the shit that I watch when no one's around. Sing for me.
I think we still. I don't know who it was though. Okay.
I never thought that could be a compelling song lyric, but somehow Denmo finds a way.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's so tough, it's so good.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how Rose
Sad that
doing
there's
in
no
his
John Madden in there.
in his like savage slam.
What happens if we just ninja invited him? It's not
Are you
even
gonna do
online.
kick me out?
Is everyone ready?
Yeah.
I think there was one other person that wasn't ready. But I don't.
Meg said they were ready though.
Oh, were you the second
I
person?
think there were 2
Yes.
though that didn't.
Oh, okay, then never mind. Imagine if it gave us a penalty for not commencing when we were
Like
late.
that time when we left MSQ roulette when it was
I
all
know,
4
right?
of us. Still
Fuck
mad
that.
about it.
Sending Yoshi P my
Oh my
emotional
god, that
support.
one. Doggy.
Bark, bark, bark.
Focus being stupid. Oh my god, you're embarrassing. I raised you this way.
Don't you talk back to them?
The response.
So stupid.
You're embarrassing me, and I will keep doing it.
Are they a specific breed?
She's some kind of mutt. I think she's like a Belgian Malinois thing.
Okay.
Just call her Stinky. Because she smells bad and loves dirt.
Relatable.
Yeah. I reflexively smelled myself.
Me no peace. Such is my fate. My strength is without equal.
I appreciate how the DPS don't have to do a single thing for the first minute of this fight.
It's beautiful.
Must be nice.
Stacks.
I spy
In.
you.
Spreads.
Now crawl.
Out.
Entertain me, my darling.
Stacks.
Flames take
Out.
you.
Nice.
Another fleeting diversion.
Supports are gonna rotate.
Always more killing to be done, and I'm always happy to oblige.
Knockbacks coming.
Make it fun for me, eh? I've had enough of you.
Oh, I can be in melee range. Uh-oh.
Not gonna lie, I wasn't sure at all where it was gonna be. I forgot to read if it was a front cleave or a back cleave. There's another raid wide.
But I was starting to optimize that mechanic, and then I became painfully aware of my hubris when I saw the lines under my feet.
Oh no.
There are lines on the floor and they're dangerous.
There are lines on the floor. Alright. Four is the new one.
Oh shit. I made it. I made it. Holy crap.
Was that counterclockwise that time?
Might have been.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shouldn't matter for the first 2 hits, right?
Yeah, for the 2 people that are baiting, it's the same spot, whichever one that the first defamation and 2 went to.
Yeah.
I need to look more closely at those numbers and see if I'm understanding correctly.
Nah, we're all learning it.
Yeah.
Well, so like let's say instead of like going clockwise, if it goes counterclockwise, I think the diagonals that we want to use for baiting are going to be different. Because 5 and 7 are going to be in a different spot. Or well, specifically 7 will be if we're all looking at 1 as north.
Yeah, if it was going counterclockwise, whoever has the blue one would want to go to.
You
in
mean the red
between-
numbers?
Well,
You just bait. Doesn't the blue just go between 1 and the first orb
1
and
and
the,
3.
and the
Yeah,
third
so
orb?
whoever had
Yeah.
defamation would want to come over here. If we're taking like
Yeah.
4 and 3 is the 1 and 3.
So for the first 2 defamations, right? And then after that, they'd go between 5 and 7?
Yeah, they'd go right behind where the A marker is.
Yeah. So we need to make sure that we're reading which direction the numbers go so we know which one is actually 5 and 7 and which one's 1 and 3. I don't know if that's what happened. I was just thinking.
I think that's what it was, because I soaked the tower and then the defamation landed right next to me. And that's how I died.
Does
Undo it
the
before.
first defamation marker come out like as soon as
It takes
the
a little
orbs
bit.
and everything do?
It takes a little bit.
Okay.
It'll be
I
a
wasn't sure
big
if that
blue
was the
marker
first
over
or
your
second
head.
defamation, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because
I
I
did-
had one. I just wasn't sure if I was the first or second. Not that it really matters, but
Yeah, I
I
definitely
think
noticed
only
the
one will
3.
be out at a time, so.
No, actually, I saw that the second defamation marker actually spawns right, like a little bit before the first one goes away,
Oh, okay.
which is kind of annoying. But the first defamation marker should be pretty much as soon as the mechanic begins, like as soon as the
Yeah.
first orb gets kicked.
I think it comes out as soon as whoever the numbers are assigned, no?
I don't think so, but I'm not 100% certain, so don't.
First orb that's about to get kicked and then move clockwise to that, and then whoever is baiting is. Wait, what?
I honestly feel like we have the idea of it. I think we just need to pull and keep seeing it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think the way
Okay.
Meg is saying is the rotate method.
are we doing the brain dead method or that one?
Yeah, are we doing brain dead or are we doing rotate?
I think
I
we're
think
doing
I-
brain dead.
I think I like Brain Dead more, but if it ends up not working for us, we can figure it out.
Okay. Alright,
The
I'm gonna do a
movement on rotate
countdown.
isn't. Yeah, go ahead. The movement on rotate shouldn't be too bad because it's downtime, so we don't have to worry.
Yeah,
about
it's downtime, so people can just scooch.
Oh, there are 3 things going on at once. That's what I'm missing from that mechanic.
Yeah.
It's like cachexia.
Yep.
A little bit, yeah.
That's probably not a good metaphor. Just the
If
one
it
my-
works for you, though.
Honestly, it's not too terrible. It's more of a chinchilla mechanic than it is a limit cut, honestly.
Ah, see, I started in Stormblood, so I don't know Protean's limit cut, so on. Or at least I understand them. The nomenclature is not native to me.
Yeah, if you want to start a riot among Final Fantasy fans, call something a limit cut, and
Yeah, and then someone will be like, "That's not an actual limit cut."
That's why there's limit cut alignment charts.
I
What are your
can't
clocks?
believe there's limit cut alignment charts.
Stacks?
then not too much time on this.
I find you.
In. Stacks in.
How goes reading that Black Mage optimization thing?
Spreads.
Went as far as putting the bookmark in page 1.
Now
Out.
entertain me, my darling.
Stacks.
Flames
Out.
take you. Another fleeting diversion.
Always more killing to be done, and I'm always happy to oblige.
DPS are rotating.
Make it fun for me, eh? I've had enough of you.
Oh shit, we did it. Gamers.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Me too.
Ow.
Just focus on staying
Oh.
safe.
Yeah, no. The healer stacks are gonna be weird.
That worked.
Yeah.
Eh.
Clockwise, number 1 is 1. So go to A if you have the thingy.
Oh.
I think I went to the
that
wrong
was
spot.
huge.
It was less you went to the wrong spot and we were too close to you.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you were in the wrong spot technically, but that wasn't. We should have been further away anyway.
Was I the first defamation there?
No, you were the second.
Okay.
You were timing it right, you just stopped at the wrong spot.
Gotcha. All right. So
Yeah,
for
you want to
that
be
one-
between walls every time.
Oh, between walls. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. The only people that are going to be by the walls are the people who are waiting to soak a tower.
And I'm going basically opposite of the tower that's being soaked.
You're going to be
opposite and then clockwise 1 spot.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. It's 6824, correct, for Tower Soak order?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Death brings me no peace. Such is my fate. My strength is without equal.
Blocks.
Few can wield such power as
Stacks.
mine. Ice bind you.
In. Spreads.
Now
Out.
entertain me, my darling.
Stacks.
Flames
Out.
take you. Another fleeting diversion.
DPS are rotating.
Always more killing to be done, and I'm always happy to oblige. Make it fun for me, eh? I've had enough of you.
Out.
Rear.
This isn't safe.
Oh my goodness. There are some safe spots that are just really hard to read.
You saw that one that looked like it was going to be short, but it went long, right?
Yeah, I totally did.
I saw the same damn thing.
I know. I saw you hesitate with it.
You have time. You should be okay.
Oh shit. God damn it. I didn't heal myself up enough.
Cause my time's up.
It isn't over.
3 is our new one.
It's rotating.
It is going
clockwise.
clockwise. Defamation's going to C.
Oh.
I don't think I moved out fast enough.
Oh, okay.
I got my tower, guys. And then I got defamation. I went, that's not what's supposed to.
I'm just looking at Meg's diagram real quick. Okay, so whichever orb is 1 would be north.
Yeah.
And defamation would be
Northeast.
is this if it's going clockwise or counterclockwise?
Clockwise.
It's going clockwise, so defamation will just be card. Will be counterclockwise 1 in that card.
So if they're going
And-
clockwise, you want to move clockwise from north as definition.
Okay.
So you're between 1 and 3. And if it's counterclockwise, you just want to go counterclockwise, so you're between 1 and 3.
Oh, so when 3 was 1 last poll, you said defamation was. I see now.
Yeah, I was trying to call which one was the new north so that you could, like, reorient.
Okay, I see. I see.
I was treating it kind of like how we used to run Act 2 in Phase 2 of P4S, but, like, 4 people here were there for
Bold
that.
of you to assume I remember how we did that.
Okay, I think this mechanic just
Where's
clicked
Ben's
my
little
brain,
diagram with the bats?
or at least just something feels like it's done the equivalent of like hit the corner of the screen.
Unironically, like, I'll post it again, but, like, this screenshot from the toolbox, which is panel 2, really helps me, like, orient for the first, like, section of it. So, like, the cold guy is the defamation dude, and then 2's in their little opposite corner, and 6 is waiting to bait, and then they go and bait, and then people return to center, and the next people take their spot.
Okay, so the defamation's gonna be 1. Okay, I see. So if, let's say, orb 1 is at a, boss kicks it, first defamation is gonna be at 2, second defamation is gonna be at 3, 4, then 1.
No, so we're doing, that would be the rotate version, but we're doing, Brain Dead. And
Okay, so we are doing
so,
brain dead.
yeah, so the defamation will be on 2. So, like, let's say A is orb 1, and we're doing clockwise pattern.
Yes.
Defamation will be on 2 for the first 2 defamations, and then the 2 and 4 will be on 4 for their, like, first 2 sequences. And then defamation for 3 and 4 defamation will be on 4 instead, and the rest of the even numbers will be going to 2 instead, because then the large AoEs are away from where the towers are. Because the towers are going to go 5, 7, 1, 3.
They're gonna. So basically, defamations, you'll either be in one of 2 spots. Depending on if your first 2 hits or last 2 hits.
Okay.
So it's so the first 2 defamations are on 2, and then the second 2 defamations are on 4 in the event of A going clockwise.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And then it's just like mirrored.
So then what
if
was
it's
all that?
counterclockwise.
So then what was all that in the middle about, like, they switched spots so that... Oh, you were
Well-
explaining why that is a thing. Okay.
Yeah.
I
The
see.
why for why the defamation aren't always on 2 is because the towers will rotate. And if
Okay.
defamations
Yeah.
stay on 2, the
Yeah.
last 2 towers will land right and get hit in the defamation AoE.
Okay, I see. All right.
Yeah.
That was an extra layer of explanation that confused me, because I was just like, wait, so if 4, but then go back to 2 to switch because towers are there, huh? Okay. See, this is why I play Monk,
Okay.
because I don't have to think about it. I can just push buttons.
I don't know how you do that on Monk. Monk is like too much brain.
Yeah, I was about to say you
Yeah.
say that it's probably one of the more complicated melee classes.
No, I'm just like, the hell? And you're like, damn, it's just stuck with Warrior. Dark Knight, too many buttons. You're just like, yeah, I just brain dead Monk. You're not the
Yeah,
same.
and orbs will always be kicked to their opposite cardinal. Or, like, yeah, cardinal, I
Yeah.
guess, opposite clock. So, like, if A is 1, it's going to get kicked to C, and then If it's going clockwise, B will be kicked to D, C will be kicked to A, D will be kicked to B.
And it's 6, 8, 2, 4 is the tower soak order.
Okay, I see. I see. Okay.
2 and 4 drop their AoEs first.
So 2's going to that spot on the diagram because he's doing rotate strat, and he's preparing, or they're preparing for the... Okay, I see now. I see. I think. I hope I see.
We're doing brain dead, just to be super clear.
I understand we're doing brain dead. I just... I need to mechanically understand the why of things. Like, why are people going to where they are at that time? And I think I have my answer.
Okay. That mechanic is what I would consider, like, the devour point, I think.
Yeah.
So you did make it to devour.
Yeah. I highly I'll find the timestamp for whatever it is in, like, Mr. Happy video, too, so people can watch actual footage of it. To get a feel of the cadence, at least, for it. Clock spots. Stacks.
Oh, it's only the... Oh, there's another one. Well, maybe it's similar to this one?
There's another one that I don't really understand in the Mr. Happy video, spreads. Because they fucked it up royally and had to heal her LB3.
Alright.
In. I'll try to find something else for that when we get there.
We'll figure it out. I have a feeling this is, like, the hard one. I hope.
It might be. But by the fact that Mr. Happy was like, maybe we should just tank LB this. At the other mechanic has me a little like, But we'll see. It might literally just be that they're just trying to, like, finish it, and they had the DPS to do that. You know?
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm curious to see what Party Finder's going to come up with
Supports
for
will be rotating.
Yeah, this already looks horrible. I mean, what doesn't?
And week 1 strats aren't necessarily even the best ones.
Make it fun for me, I've had enough of you.
Rear.
Oh, I see. We aren't going to get a chance to move out of the AoEs first. Got it.
Basically, as we done that.
Wasn't too bad.
Sorry, I think I've overwritten your reprisal every time. I'm sorry.
I'll see if I can find a chart that has, like, the timings on stuff.
Oh,
so we can do planning.
New mit sheet.
Yeah.
That might take a couple of days to come out while everyone, like, finishes finding and seeing what the...
I'll make my own.
Blackjack, I hope.
Yeah, and hookers.
Hookers. B is 1 clockwise. 2 in first defamation, get out. Oh, I had 6, Laria. I think. Unless this is Dark and Fire all over
so,
again.
that's the second one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might have misread mine. It's really possible. It literally might be that I fucked it up like Dark and Fire. The only thing I could guess is this. I misread mine as 6 and it was 8.
I'll try to call out when the defamations come out because it does play a little sound effect when it throws it on top of someone.
Okay.
Sorry, Slaria.
Yeah.
We're all still learning it.
I think
Take it
maybe Devour is
time
not the
to-
best comparison.
It's just like I guess just like for a pinpoint of like how far we've progged is all we were trying to use it as.
Yeah.
We got
know.
that
Power was
fire
like the
previous
midway
mechanic much
point of
cleaner.
the fight, and this is roughly about the midway point of the fight. At least judging by the boss's HP.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did the mechanic before that, the clusterfuck, much cleaner, so...
The
Yeah.
important thing
Yeah,
is
you
to
only have
learn
the one
things
guy.
and slowly get them down, and it seems like that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
we're not trying to world first shit here.
No. I'm.
we have jobs.
if I and I
I'm in
swear
the
to
wrong
God, if I
discipline.
sound upset, I'm like not. I'm just trying to like explain things as best as I can from what I've seen.
No, it's
I was
okay. I
probably
know
the
I'm a
same
bit of a slow learner.
I usually am, and I'm just working really hard to fight that nature.
This is my fate. My strength is without equal.
It's fine. There's like learning the mechanic and then just like executing it is like two separate
Yeah.
things. So yeah, my D-pad's gonna be real bad because I have just enough lag where I can do mechanics, but it's messing up my rotation. So
Stacks.
that's fun.
I find you.
In. Spreads.
I find
In.
you.
Stacks.
Yeah,
This is
I
probably gonna be out. Just a prediction. It's a hunch.
It has been usually, if that was the case.
Lindsay, one of my professors used to count to lectures. I think about it always.
Supports will be rotating.
Always more killing to be done, and I'm always happy to oblige. Make it fun for me, eh? I've had enough of you.
Oh, out.
Gonna be front cleave.
I'll leave you bloody and battered.
I'm calling bullshit on getting hit by that.
Oh, wow, okay. I underestimated how much I needed to heal people up for that.
Looks like Adel can last for both of those hits.
C is the new number one. It's clockwise. Or counterclockwise.
First one's
Yeah.
out. Second one's out.
Mhm.
Third one's out.
Yeah,
Why'd
I
they
can
get
use missionary on both of
paralyzed?
them. Shit, okay.
I'm
think-
guessing that might be a tower being missed.
Yeah.
Might have
I think
been.
so.
That might have been me missing my tower.
Okay. Lindsay and I went to the right spots at least.
Yeah,
Ah.
despite my initial wrong call. Don't look at me.
Alright, we got time for a few more.
Yeah.
Yippers. 12 minutes on my food. Let's go.
Slowly getting better at this.
Yeah.
equal. Few can wield such power as mine.
Partners.
I find you.
In. Spread.
I find
In.
you.
That should be partners out.
Tell me, my darlings. Flames take you.
Has Drew come to bestow upon us his heavenly wisdom?
Another fleeting diversion.
I'll laugh if it's like almost identical to what we're already looking at.
I'll laugh at something wrong.
I mean,
Huh?
he got
Yeah,
P9S spreadsheeted out, don't you know?
Perfectly mapped.
Never let Drew live that down.
No.
Be done, and I'm always happy to oblige.
Doesn't clear the fight, has it perfectly mapped. Supports are rotating clockwise.
For me, I've had enough of you.
Front cleave.
In the center.
Leave you bloody and battered.
I think that makes sense.
Get my time back.
Spread a little bit so you can see what markers you have. Counterclockwise C is 1.
It's on the
Oh
third.
shit, I was 8. Sorry. I
Shit.
thought I forgot it was 6-8-2-4.
Sorry.
I felt like it was going correct
Okay, it
until
doesn't-
Spin screwed it up.
Excuse me. I saw something else was wrong, but I'm not gonna name names.
We could probably get one.
So if I'm the
one
if
or
I'm
two
the
more. Oh yeah.
if
Go
I'm the
ahead.
third defamation, am I okay to move to my spot basically as soon as a marker appears because he doesn't actually attack? until later?
Yes, I think as soon as your marker appears, you should be able to move to your spot because the defamation itself doesn't go off until after the tower soak and whoever that tower.
Just make sure you
Okay.
don't get
opposite to you
hit
anyways.
by the even numbers that are also dodging where you will be going.
Oh yeah.
Right. Okay. Gotcha.
But
I guess
otherwise,
I
yeah.
can wait until I
Yeah.
see him do the second defamation. Okay. Just gotta figure out the timing on that.
Yeah, the defamations have a bit of time before they actually go off.
Drew shared a diagram for the rotation strat.
Rotation strat, Drew.
I hope our strat is what's used in PF, if only because it's called fucking brain dead strat.
Well, if it's brain dead, it absolutely will be used in PF.
Exactly.
Are you kidding me?
The thing is, it's just called brain dead. It doesn't necessarily mean that it is brain dead. It's
My
like-
brain
yeah.
feels very
Yeah.
much alive, can confirm.
Well,
The
no,
Brain
all
Queen
I'm
is
saying
on
is
regular.
because it's called Brain Dead, PF will latch onto that shit.
Oh,
I
true.
mean, you say that, but you are aware my Devour thing that I do was called Brain Dead Devour, and no one fucking did that, so.
That's because it was Brain Dead /S.
It was a very risky brain dead.
Is without equal.
I do think rotate strat is just kind of weird. Even if like we don't have to actually target the boss or anything, it just. I think Party Finder will stay with something that's more static. Partners.
I don't know. I have.
Find you.
In.
This is not a space for thoughts.
Reds.
Party Finder doesn't like to move, and Party Finder doesn't like to take, doesn't like
Ow.
precision.
Ow.
Which is where I think the
You're
problem
damn right
with
we don't.
Brain Dead Devour comes from.
Partners. Out.
Another fleeting diversion.
Supports will be rotating.
Always more killing to be done, and I'm always happy to oblige. Make it fun for me, eh? I've had enough of you.
Rear hit.
In the center.
Didn't get hit that time. You got me far. The lag, Jesus Christ.
Better or worse than your phone?
Debatable. Do what my friend does to her husband and go down to my brother and be like, "Are you fucking the internet?"
That's what my dad does to my brother. While my dad watches sprint car racing on his large TV streaming, and then also has a YouTube video about like piston repair, some bullshit. One is
One is at one.
counterclockwise, D definition.
He loves giving me definitions.
Oh shit. Oh, I forgot about that AoE.
I
Fuck.
Oh shoot.
That was the correct
There's
one to go to,
Laria.
because that was the third one.
Excuse me, sir. Thank you.
Ah, I see. Okay.
Nah.
I'm wondering if that's a really good. I mean,
Stop
So
trying to
I-
be different.
I have conflicting thoughts.
Just
Because
hate
the
how
reason
hard
the
this- how
reason
much
why I
better
think it
definition you
might
are.
be better to do the rotate is just because it allows the person who's going next in terms of the tower and the defamation to kind of pre-position a little bit. Whereas right now you have to like wait until the other one goes off and then go to your spot instead of waiting. But I don't know,
Why does it matter if you pre-position when there's nothing else to do?
because it allows you to make sure you have time to actually know where the fuck you're going.
Yeah, no,
This
I get what
mechanic
Loki's
is-
saying.
I don't know. I think once we actually like know what's happening, it won't feel as chaotic. Because right now it's only chaotic because it's different.
New. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually incredibly slow. It's like I was talking to Rose about earlier. It's like curtain call slow.
I just hate like figuring out which number defamation I am because
I wish
that's
was
what's tripping
clear.
me up.
Yeah.
Because he's giving me defamation every time, and I'm just like, huh? So I was like, oh, I think I'm this one, and then I did like nuked Solaria because I didn't realize that Solaria was ahead of me, and I was like, wow.
I think not with the rotate that Drew just shared, but I think like the original one I saw that was posted on Reddit makes it so like the entire group that could get defamation goes to the defamation, like the first defamation, and then all of the people that don't get the first defamation rotate, so that way you can clearly see who it gets the next defamation and who doesn't. But I think that's probably overkill.
That's going to turn into a square dance of people frantically running to and fro.
I mean, quite frankly, there's nothing else to do during that part anyways, because the boss is untargetable. So
Yeah, I mean, it would just be, the people would just be walking in one circle until they're the last one left, but...
I mean, if it makes it more clear for people that have defamation which number defamation it is, then it might actually be wild to do, because there is no uptime for that.
That actually, yeah, now that I think about it more, that might...
Let me see if I can find the original.
I don't want to learn a different
If I can
version.
just like see a video.
No, I
like,
mean, it's not a
people
different
make
version.
them.
We can still do the static one that
one
we do.
step
It's
away
just
from
that
Lindsay's plan to make us swap.
it's not a different version. It's just another way to get people to know which defamation they are. So I mean, like, we can still do it the same way that we were doing it with the static spots at one and like at the for defamation static spots. But it's just that, like, everyone that could get defamation, if, say, the defamation bait spot's at 4, everyone that could get defamation just scooches over towards the area. Whoever has the marker first will just stay here, and everyone else just run back towards them.
I do want to say, I think this is accurate, but, like, when you are not doing something at the edge of the arena, you should stay in this circle in the center here. Like, this, like, entire center thing. So, like, it should be easy enough to tell if you are the next defamation, because there shouldn't be any other defamations within that circle.
Okay. Yeah, I think when people begin to understand, they'll be able to get out faster. Just right now, there's a bit of... Just like you said earlier, it's new, it's different, trying to figure out what's going on, when, and where.
I just worry the moment we start rotating and people have to start, like, moving their cameras to look to a different north. If that's how people think, it's gonna get more confusing.
Right. Brain dead's always going to be the same positions relative to how things are rotating. And that'll be... Everyone move a bit.
I'm also not in favor of the rotating, because that gets... Lord knows that, like, if PF attaches themselves onto that brain dead one, we'd be the odd one out again, and then we'd have to learn both strats. But if it means that since there is no attacking boss at that point, and no one's really got anything to worry about uptime, other than healers probably healing people, like, anything that makes it easier for people to determine which defamation they are would probably help. So we could be a little wonky with that, at least.
I see. I still think we should try to properly get, like, brain dead strat down. I think we all understand it, it's just a matter of execution.
Yeah. like we can always start with Brain Dead, and then it sounds like Lindsay's saying here it's not that far from rotate strat.
Yeah,
sheer-
the only difference it
adjust, I
is
think
that
we
like you
can.
remove step 2 and step 4.
Yeah.
That's really it. For Brain
Yeah.
Dead, you just remove step 2 and step 4, so you don't do the whole rotate
Mhm.
around the entire arena.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. As I said, I have mixed opinions because you're still having to go across the arena once, so you're still kind of rotating, not exactly. So I don't know.
Oh, and the people in mid for that are just, you know, apart from going to their tower spots, which is going to be.
Yeah, like the people that are mid for that, if it's not like their turn, they should stay within that center circle.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
I'm
yeah.
seeing the piece. I've only ever been the defamation, so it didn't click at first, but I'm beginning to see how the pieces come together.
One I just linked that doesn't seem to actually work. Okay, hold on. Let me fucking redo it. Come on. Try this one more time. Does that link work? Yes, it does. Okay. This is the one that I just linked is just the original strat that I saw posted. It makes it a little bit easier to determine who has the next defamation. Otherwise, it's just the basic rotate strat. I think I have a weird feeling that PF might end up going rotate strat just because it's very mechanical. So I'm actually kind of worried about the opposite, that if we do Brain Dead, then we'll still be the one out, but that will be, there's only one way to figure that out, and that's wait until PF figures their shit out.
I mean, that we can't avoid.
It's
At least
day
from,
one.
like,
We really, there's no way to know.
yeah. It just seems that like PF's standard is to always go for a strat that has a fixed position over a strat that makes everyone move. So it seems, at least by whatever PF's tendencies are, is that they would rather go for whatever this brain dead strat is, because it removes the movement for 2 and 4.
It doesn't remove the movement. It just changes where they move to.
Well, yeah, like it removes the whole everyone's gotta rotate to a degree. Or at least the two baiting people rotating, because then at least, I don't know. Party finder tendencies are static positions where multiple people go to a specific position during a mechanic is easier and preferred compared to making each person go to a specific, like a different position for each part of the mechanic.
Maybe. Yeah.
I
we'll see.
think Party Finder will lean towards a way where they can just look at one place as north and not switch their focus from that.
Yeah.
Because I think people will hear rotate and they'll be like, okay, this orb's done, and then they have to look at the next one. And it'll just keep going like that until they reach the end of the mechanic. And I don't think Party Finder will like that.
You don't even have to look at the orb. You just look at whoever is going out to bait. Because you will always just bait clockwise or counterclockwise, depending on which player it's going, of whoever just baited.
So they're still looking at a different point every time.
Yeah, that's the thing with PF though, is that like you're counting on them. You're counting on the next person to know that the orbs are rotating a specific direction, which is the main point where I think PF would want to do would lean more doing brain dead, because then the defamation person, at least will just stare at where first defamation go there, and then if your third defamation, you go the opposite direction of wherever the heck that first person went.
Yeah. Anyways, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
How
Oh,
much- I don't remember how much there is to this fight after this. I know there's the meteors.
Sounds like from what Meg was saying, there's another limit type thing.
Yeah, but we haven't seen past the first one. I think getting past the first one should be our main concern right now.
No, I'm just saying, like, in terms of what's left in the fight.
Oh, yeah, true.
So, Lindsay, is this toolbox you posted the rotate strat?
Yeah, the last one I just posted was the original rotate strat.
Okay.
I like Choco. I like Meg's paint this illustration that she drew during our prod.
God.
Should we repost
It is very
the bats?
straightforward.
Does anyone still have a archive of the bats?
Of what?
The bats?
Of our,
Of,
our bats.
of Ben's bets?
Yeah.
Aren't they?
What?
Aren't they still? Wait, aren't they still in our P? Yeah, hold on. I got it.
Yeah, wait, they're probably in P4S if we saw that channel. Yeah.
It's not the same thing. The bats are better, but this was mine.
Ah, yes. Don't fuck up.
What mechanic is this for?
This is
think
isn't
it
this
was Act
for
2.
Act 2? In
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
it's
it'll-
Act
P4S
2.
Phase 2.
The bats.
Yeah.
Purple tank. I like how he used like 2 different pens too to write purple and tank.
Yeah. I think he wrote purple and it was too thin, so he swapped to a thicker pen to write the rest of it. And then he toned it down to write the 1, 2, and 3 in the song.
Doesn't it all make sense? Now you too can do this mechanic.
Oh, you saved the. I thought this was like you found a clip of the strat. You got that particular clip of.
Sage gaming.
That's fun.
This was.
Thank you.
This was Jin's note for Darkening Fire.
I love that Sage survived and just murdered Lindsay.
As I said, I wouldn't have been that upset if it was for the fact that he survived.
Oh, nice of you to share that, Meg. Thank you. All right. We do all. It's clear we all know how that works. It's just a matter of execution.
Yeah.
Just gotta practice.
funnily enough, it actually I feel like it's gonna feel like Act 2 in P4S, where it's like feels like it's really complicated at first, but then once you get it, it's very easy.
You say that as there's only like 3 of us that were there for that moment where it
I'm
clicked.
comparing the mechanics. Come on.
I know, but there's only 3 of us that were there that understand
4.
what that actually means.
You're really
4 of
steaming
us.
his hands
I mean,
right now.
3 other people other than you.
Okay, well, fair. 3 other people, sure.
Like I